everyone. Happy July 4th. And what better way to celebrate July 4th than to go to a bug planet and kill them to get oil. So I have a 200 armor. I have flamethrower and supply pack, so I can fight in the middle of a huge swarm of bugs and, repeatedly stim because I have the supply pack and use the flamethrower, and even if I get set on fire, it's okay because it won't kill me that quickly. I took Eagle rocket pods for those bile titans, which are going to be the biggest threats. I could not take orbital precision strike because we have atmospheric interference for that increased orbital stratagem scatter. So yeah, let's get in there and start liberating the oil. My primary is the breaker incendiary, so the shotgun, the semi-automatic shotgun that can set enemies on fire. Very good. Okay, I see there is something to send my 380mm orbital barrage at already. Alright. I don't need to take this out. It'll just give me a little bit of XP. And I do want to clear out the map as much as I can, even though I recently learned that clearing out outposts actually increases the number of enemies that spawn to attack you, which is pretty whack, but that's okay. It's something I am willing to deal with for the sake of purging all... Oh my goodness, that's a hell bomb. Alright, you know what we do to hell bombs? We blow them up to kill behemoth chargers. Alright. Yeah, so these hunter attacks really don't do very much damage to me. They practically tickle. Yep, so just... I mainly use the breaker incendiary. It kind of fulfills the purpose of the flamethrower if it's not a particularly dense group. Like if it's just regular bugs and it's a wave like 1 or 2 sets of bugs deep. What the heck happened there? Is there like an explosive canister? Anyway. Yeah, let's get in there and start blowing stuff up. Hey, that blew up 7. That blew up 7 bug holes. I think that's the best 380mm barrage I've ever had in a nest with 10 holes. Alright. So yeah, as you see, I have stun grenades, grenade pistol, and the breaker incendiary. Alright. Where is the last one? Oh, there we go. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, let's just climb up out of here. Oh my goodness. Let me stim, please. Thank you. Let me throw a stun grenade. And it's not letting me climb, which is unfortunate. Let me stim again. And then I need to take some more stims out of my backpack. Once the game lets me. Come on. Just gotta get up. Yeah, the stun grenade can hit me, but it doesn't hit me as badly as it hits the bugs. Like, when the bugs get stunned, they can't do anything for, what, like 4 seconds or some amount of time like that. But for me, I just get slowed to a very slow speed, but I can still attack. So it gives me a few seconds of nobody can attack me, but I can attack everybody. Alright. Yeah, and with this build, I can kind of brute force my way through my problems, because You know, I have the 4 stims that I start a fight with, and then I have the then I can get 8 more from my resupply pack. So yeah, that's 12. And if I'm able to fight near a resupply, I can get another 8 stims, but also I can refill my resupply pack to get another 8 stims. So in theory, if I start a fight at full stims with a full resupply pack and a full resupply, which that's never going to happen, but in theory, that would be 28 stims I could use during the fight. Yeah, because it's the 4 and then 8 more from the resupply pack, 8 more, yeah, from the 8 more from the resupply pack, 8 more from the resupply, and then another 8 more from the resupply pack. Yeah, so 3 times 8 plus 4. Alright, so the next objective is going to be the E710. I should have been paying attention to the map, like how it was how it was covered, where it was covered in those red outpost indicators. It would be nice to know where all the outposts are so I can destroy them all. Oh, it looks like there's one over there. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like there's that orange glow would be out. No, that's just the main objective. Surrounded, or I don't know, not surrounded, but there's just light coming out of the main objective. Okay. Okay, 1.5 minutes, a little over 1.5 minutes until the resupply is off cooldown. Luckily, I'm at like full health and stims and resupply pack, so it really is fine. Alright, I'm going to go around this way. Yeah, I gotta use my flamethrower on these guys because this group has the one with the armored heads and the type of bug with the armored heads and armored arms. I don't need to rocket pod the chargers, but I'm doing it anyway because the sooner I use them, the sooner I get them back. I mainly use the rocket pods to kill bile titans, but I had to use the first one to kill that spore spewer. Spore spewer. Alright, time to reload. So yeah, just gotta loop around, kite the bugs, which is just running around them so they chase me in a motion that's kind of like flying a kite. That's what that phrase, or I guess kiting is just a term, it's not a phrase. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I gotta turn on that little computer, play some pipe dream, turn some valves, and then hit the button again. Alright, so in 2 minutes, my rocket pods, so my Eagle is rearming, and in 2 minutes, she'll have her ammo back, and I'll be able to rocket pod the Bile Titan again. So I think it's supposed to generally take 2 rocket pods, I think. Oh goodness. So my build has 200 armor, which, you know, the game... Okay, I'll take the rare sample, I guess. I have 200 armor, which I don't know exactly how that compares to having 100 armor, 50 armor, or any other number in between 50 and 100. Because, you know, the game's not forthcoming about that kind of detail. Okay, there's a lot of big stuff here. I'm just going to call down an orbital barrage. Since I'm not going to be... So the Bile Titan stepped on a random held bomb, and that blew up the Bile Titan. And then the orbital barrage that I called down, the very first shot at descent, was directly at me. And yeah, even with the amount of armor I have, I cannot survive one hit from my own barrage. Unless I'm like all the way at the edge of the radius, and it instead knocks me back. Okay. Come on. Oh, geez, why is that walking so fast? Alright, well... yeah, so I kill chargers by flaming them in the leg, because it destroys their leg armor very fast. And then... there we go. Yeah, it destroys their leg armor very fast, and then it deals with their health pretty well, I guess. I guess their head armor is too strong for my flamethrower to get to, so I have to shoot it in the leg, and it has to be the same leg the whole time because each body part has a different health. So yeah, I just don't want to have to deal with anything. Don't want to have to fight the bugs. I just want to turn the valves and call it a mission, or call it a sub-objective, I guess. All right. So yeah, now I just repeatedly stim while flamethrowering everything. But the first thing I got a flamethrower is this charger, because it can kill me in one hit if I'm very unlucky. It just charges into me and then I die. Normally it's not supposed to do that, but it definitely can. It also has an attack where it just stomps on you, and if you're near it, it kills you automatically. But it will normally not do that. Like, it can't, that's a very short range move that it can't just charge and immediately do, usually. But it can also, charge me and then knock me into a wall, or just kind of launch me anywhere. It's just all sorts of nasty. Do not want to get hit by chargers. Everything else is various degrees of annoyances, but chargers are a huge threat anytime you encounter them. So what I do is I bring I throw a stun grenade, and then yeah, just flame it in the leg. Oh, I see a bonus objective over there. That is a shrieker nest. That little, like, those little tiny yellow Christmas lights or whatever. Those are like on the bottom inside of the canopy of a tree. Yeah, you'll be able to see it better when I get closer. Yeah, and there are 3 of them. So they look kind of like the spore spewer. Yeah, if you saw that earlier. These are shrieker nests, which look very similar, but instead of producing thick fog, it produces these flying... I don't know what to call these things. These just flying raptor things that attack you. Luckily, these flying raptors die pretty quickly if I just hit them. I think if I set them on fire, they'll eventually burn to death automatically. Unlike most of the grounded enemies, the enemies in the air are not very tough. They can hit pretty hard, but luckily I have a gun that can hit them pretty easily. Okay, and I'm just going to hope that my orbital barrage hits all 3 of those. And then, oh, ow. Okay, cool. Just finish reloading. What the? Oh my goodness. Normally when you reload a gun, if you like get partway through the animation and then you have to cancel it, it will like save part of the progress, but I think with the flamethrower it doesn't always do that. Sometimes it forces you to start over. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to stick around and finish the job. Oh! That last salvo got it. It just sends a bunch of salvos of 3 strikes. You know, 3 380 millimeter shells coming from the super destroyer. Alright. Okay, the side objective, or whatever, the bonus objective is like somewhere that way. I'll just ping it on the map. Its approximate location, that is. Do not chase me into water. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Bile Titan doesn't seem to be chasing me, although everything is running toward me, so yeah, I think that was just wishful thinking on my part. I'm gonna have to fight those pretty soon. Alright, just stun the charger and then burn the charger to death. So this type of map will have 5 bonus objectives. I've done 3 of them. This is going to be the 4th one. So there's one more somewhere. Very good. I'm just going to continue working on the main objective, I guess. Oh, I can suddenly see so much more clearly. It is such a relief when I finally take out a spore spewer. That didn't. Oh my goodness, it was too far away. Threw the stun grenade a tiny bit too early, so it didn't stun the one enemy I was trying to stun. Like everything else, all the little stuff, I can just kind of endure its attacks and stim and kill them all with the flamethrower. And if I have to stim multiple times, then I can. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Oh, that was weird. My character, like, stumbled. I thought I had dodged the charger. I guess I didn't. Alright. Yep, so one of the bugs summoned a bug breach. The main downside of the flamethrower, at least from my perspective in this current situation, is that it doesn't cause enemies to flinch at all. You know, because it doesn't fire a projectile that has any amount of force. So if a bug is trying to summon a bug breach, then my flamethrower can't interrupt it unless it kills them. Alright. I'll just throw a stun grenade and then stim up and then heal, or then reload. And then dive. And then actually reload. Oh, another one. Alright. Well, these chargers are clipping through each other. Hopefully that means they just both die. Okay, cool. So, yep, as long as I don't let myself get surrounded and I don't get destroyed by bile titans, basically. There's also like a secondary objective related bug that is a big threat to me called the Stalker, but it doesn't seem like that objective is present. Oh right, I was trying to ping the nest so that it would appear, it would like call out the bonus objective, but it doesn't do that for certain objectives. It just calls it a bug hole. Alright, so now I just stim. Oh, the charger killed me through the low wall. Oh, that's sad. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna try to steer my hell pod to land on it, but the hell pod was like not moving very fast for some reason. Oh, that was too high. Shot too high and missed the thing. Alright. Ooh, nice. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the biggest threats, well, like I said, the biggest threats are chargers in like a normal fight. Sometimes bile titans show up, and those are bigger threats, but they don't show up as often. Well, the shotgun's pretty good, but it's not great when you just miss all of your shots. It does spray bullet shrapnel in a huge area, so it's like relatively easy to hit stuff as long as it's in front of you. And it doesn't have much recoil either. Did it not kill that in time? It was burning to death, but it managed to summon. Alright, let's just play some Pipe Dream. Oh, whoop. And okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes the thing will have goop on it, and I have to shoot the goop to destroy it. Alright. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness, the other charger ran into me as the rocket pods were landing. So what the rocket pods do is they'll choose the nearest big target, or like the biggest. It'll shoot the biggest target in a certain radius. So it's like, oh, it's going to shoot that charger that's to the side. But the other charger managed to approach. So I hit myself with my own rockets, is what I'm saying. Oh my goodness, just stim. Okay, we're good. Alright. Okay, where's my flamethrower? Okay, it's right here. Can you take these samples, even though I don't need them? Yeah, turn all the valves. Cool. Nice, I didn't even have to stun grenade that one, because it wasn't in the middle of a charge when I started shooting it. Those armored bugs remind me of the Glyphid grunt guards from Deep Rock Galactic. Like, kind of their only purpose is to... Well, they can attack just like a basic grunt, but... Wait, what was I doing? Oh, I need to turn 2 more. Yeah, so I already turned that one. Then there's one over here. Oh, there we go. Then I gotta turn this one. Alright, I'm going to... Okay, that's 185 meters away. So I'm just gonna look in that direction and make a ping 185 meters away. And now if I die, my next Helldiver will not have that pin. But I can also just remember that it's like, you know, at the northwest corner of the map. Even if I lose track of the objective itself. Before I go to that, I'm gonna run to this beam of light, because that always indicates some little pod that might have super credits. And super credits are the only resource I really care about. So yeah, I'm going to try to get it. But yeah, so I've activated both of the pumps. So now I can go to the main... I can transfer the E710 to the shuttle. Yeah, so I can start transferring the fuel. Okay, bug reach over there. Hopefully I can make a decent amount of distance and the bugs won't notice me somehow, but I don't know. They seem to have a pretty good senses. We'll see. Another beam of light. So I got metals, which up until recently were pretty useful, but at this point I don't need metals anymore. Alright, let's see if we can get some super credits over there. Oh, I'm like trying to check the radar. In a normal mission, if you open the minimap, it'll make little red dots for nearby enemies. But because one of the mission modifiers I have is bug spores, there's just too much interference. Yeah. So I can't boo requisition slips. Alright. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't even remember. But yeah, at this point, so this is a Shrieker nest. I could call down a Hell Bomb. I think that, well, I'm just going to call down a 380mm barrage. Because it worked on the previous Shrieker nest. The game gave me a bit of a scare that it wasn't going to work, but it worked. And we'll see if it works on this one. And if it doesn't work, it'll hopefully at least destroy one or two of the nests. Man, back before I unlocked the incendiary breaker and saw that people were using it a lot, it was so hard for me to kill Shriekers. Like, I was using a submachine gun before I started using the incendiary breaker, and it was pain. Okay, that Bile Titan doesn't see me? No way. You know, there's a question mark. Maybe there's potential, maybe there's super credits here. Oh, could be super credits. Ow. That's not a charger, that's... Oh, man. Okay. Yes, it's super credits. Okay, I'll just take the super credits and leave. Alright. Now to run to the oil pumps to take that sweet, sweet oil home for my country and planet and galaxy. Alright. I'm just blowing up this bug hole for a little bit more experience at the end of the mission. There's not really a need for experience, but I just want to make the number go up. Like when I level up, my number gets bigger and I get access to more titles. And I want to have access to more titles, even though I don't really see the need to like equip them. Alright, let's just switch to the incendiary breaker. There's not a whole lot of bugs, so I can just shoot them one at a time. Yeah, firing the flamethrower is kind of a big commitment because it's like you slow down and it takes, I don't know, like a half a second to start firing. And also, bugs get set on fire and don't necessarily die immediately. And if they melee attack me while they're on fire, they'll set me on fire. So the flamethrower is just inconvenient for multiple reasons, and it's better to only use it when you have big waves. Or I guess chargers, because the flamethrower is one of the few weapons that is really good at taking out chargers. It's like probably the easiest weapon to take out a charger with. Like, without having really good aim. There are a lot of anti-tank weapons in this game that if you like shoot a behemoth charger. Well, I don't think you can one-shot a behemoth charger with any of the anti-tank weapons. Actually, I think there's one. The the spear, as it's called, where it's like a tracking missile that you lock on. It'll lock onto a big enemy and then fire a missile at it. So I think, and that does more damage than the other anti-tank weapons. So that might actually be enough to one-shot a behemoth charger. All right, where's the? Can I just get over this fence? Yeah. Ow. Oh, good thing I have unlimited healing. Oh man, I'm gonna be so glad that I have unlimited healing. But yeah, this is a choke point, so you know all the bugs have to come through here. Choke points are really good in any situation. Well, maybe not, because some of the situations they just end up being a death hole where you just get trapped and killed. But with my flamethrower, how'd this thing get behind me? All right. Can I just sneak out? Yeah, I can. Let's call down a resupply. All right, that's a bile titan. You know what we do to bile titans? Oh, I think I should have brought. Yeah, I brought rocket pods when what I forgot. I like to bring a 500 kilogram bomb that only has 2 uses, but if I'm very lucky, it can one-shot a bile titan, and if I have reasonable aim, I can 2-shot a bile titan. You know, it has 2 uses, so it's like the all three of the rocket pods failed to kill it. All right. Okay, everything's fine. Just gotta reload, resupply myself, and then. Oh, I gotta turn that valve. But I gotta win this fight first. I mean, I could do it instead of fighting. I could just stim. If there wasn't a charger there, I would have brute forced it by just stimming and then running through the bugs to get to the objective. Alright, now I can just shoot these down with the gun. Oh goodness. Alright. 1 more minute on the rocket pods. Alright, it's time for some orbital barrage gaming. Alright. Those bugs with their attacks that slow me down are making it kind of difficult for me to get out of range. Because the barrage can hit me. Oh, I have increased orbital scatter. So if I'm like, I want to say if I'm like 65 meters away from it, that's probably like the smallest number that is like guaranteed to not have it hit me. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a bile titan chasing me anymore, so maybe it died. Alright, just gotta turn this. And then I gotta stim. And yeah, the stun grenade is great because it lets you get out of situations caused by bad positioning. So like, yeah, I just kind of allowed the bugs to surround me. And it's like, you can't really get away with that if you don't have stun grenades. Okay. So now we have 2 transport shuttles, and I gotta fuel them up 1 at a time by just turning this lever and then waiting and then turning, you know. Unfortunately, my rocket pods are not great at taking out multiple enemies. Alright, I gotta stim up. Oh, it's not here yet. Alright. So just pull the lever 3 more times, and that's the end of the mission. Feels like I've been going very fast, and yet here we are with only 6 minutes remaining. Alright. Lever number 2. So, yep. Alright, this one enemy is like basically doesn't take damage from my incendiary shotgun because it has armor. Alright, let's just give ourselves some more stims. So yep, we're fueling up these ships with oil, causing big ol' oil spills, but that's okay. Just wanted to see if I could phase through that pipe. I can. Let's go. Alright, and now we're done. Alright, that's one. Yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to use the 500 kilogram bomb because that's way better at killing bile titans. But, you know, 2 hits killed it. But if every bile titan takes 2 rocket pods, then I can only kill 1 bile titan with per like eagle resupply. Yeah, and with the 500 kilogram bomb, like if I'm lucky I can get it in 1, but if I'm not lucky I can get it in 2 usually. Which is also, you know, 1 kill per eagle rearm, but a little more consistent. And just wait for my stamina. So yeah, if the timer runs out and I haven't left the mission, then an emergency shuttle will be sent to me, and that'll take a couple minutes. And also my ability to use stratagems is disabled during that time. So that includes... Oh! Okay. So my exploding, or my grenade pistol, the grenades will not explode if they hit a target too early. Like if I shoot a target that's right in front of me, the bullet will bounce off. But I guess it still did a little bit of damage to that bug and kill it. So yep, I've done all of the primary objectives and secondary objectives. I have not cleared all the bug nests, but I don't really have a good way to figure out where they all are. And I also have no time. So yep, now I just wait. The bugs are gonna try to prank me by, you know, killing me, and then... Yeah, look at that, already. Alright, let's see if we can bait this thing into attacking. Okay, now we run. And we hope that we don't get hit by the first salvo. Oh, nice job, Super Destroyer. Wow, that was amazing. Yeah, like 1 or 2 hits from that, if they're direct hits, can kill the Bile Titan. But that's all up to random chance. Alright. Oh, what the? Why did I trip? Ugh. It's like, I guess I like walked backward into a wall and I fell over. Huh. Yeah, Helldivers are surprisingly clumsy at times. I guess it was because I was in the middle of throwing a grenade. I guess, yeah, I was in the middle of throwing a grenade, so when I, like, touched a wall, it caused me to fall over. Okay. Or, like, it was a wall with a slight, it was a wall with, like, a slight indent on it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, if you go prone, when you're on fire, it puts the fire out. That includes just going prone and also diving. But also, if you don't do that, it'll still just wear off in a few seconds. Like, if you get set on fire, you will burn to death if you don't put it out. But if you stim, you can... It will heal you for long enough that the fire generally runs out. Let me just stim, please? Please? Yes. Okay, I stimmed, and... Okay, alright, everything's great. Just gotta... Alright. Good thing the Pelican is indestructible. It used to be possible for the enemies to damage the Pelican to the point where it would have to flee. But it is no longer possible to do that. So, yep. We retrieved the oil for managed democracy in honor of July 4th. I call that a success. And yep, there are 2 more missions in this assignment. At high difficulty levels, an assignment will have 3 missions, and doing all 3 of those missions will get you more medals. But I actually don't care about medals at this point, so I guess I can just do whatever missions I want. Anyway, that's what we're gonna call it. Hope you are having and or have had a good July 4th. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hush, hush.
Many sacrifices were made today. We